Houston, Texas, look behind you, 'cause that's where the Rangers gonna be.
Contact below the knee, separation of the ruckman, and the umpire, as you saw there, throwing it up around the ground. The kick from Dangerfield touched off the boot, wanders inside the forward 50. Well, it wasn't touched off the boot. It just spun in a very awkward manner. I think a player, or I thought a player got a hand to it. Not the case.
You've got the footy, Bernie.
Powerful body, wasn't it? I mean, he got the front position, the ball dropped short, but he's just strong enough so he can't be eased under the footy. Big man. I mean, he just got the look of the Carey Brown, hasn't he? They're just a really big, powerful forward.
Signed with the Crows as a 16-year-old from Broken Hill. 5 goals in their last NAB Cup match a couple of weeks back, and he comes and he steers this one home and celebrates accordingly. They get the start.
I don't know. Gee, poor Please just missed there. Could have ended any hope Adelaide have got, but they dodge a bullet. Riley, not much room for error now for the Crows. Sloane fetching it with Fletcher. And Essendon hold it up. I just feel like if Essendon can hang on and win here, the emotion will be just enormous, not only at this ground, but all over Victoria. Such a difficult pre-season for them, and the uncertainty going forward this year still. Well done, McKay, to Jenkins. Good give, running hard right, good build-up, poor Pleasure. Douglas looks up, well done. Walker, just his second mark tonight.
And both marks have been deep inside the forward 50, so we've spoken a lot about his unrewarded running, but good build-up here, and you just watched Walker at the top of the screen. That's where it's his natural habitat, isn't it, coming up at the ball
and
from the goal
knowing when to move. I mean, he went back, he knew that he had a bit of space, just go with the kicker.
Well, this keeps Adelaide alive. He's a good straight kick. He's kicked 2, and Adelaide close a little here. Consecutive goals.
Set it up with his clearance here on the wing, and he was pumped when that goal went through from Howlett. I think he knows they may be home now.
Watson in the action again. Myers, Heppel. Force a way through there, nothing doing. Well done by Sloane to Thompson. Inside the forward 50, within range is Taylor Walker. Needs to go back and slot this.
I think his second shot at goal for a last quarter. I mean, really, it's every kick you can get in the forward 50 is worth about, I reckon, 8. Every 8 you get outside kicking distance when you're a player like Walker.
15, Taylor.
He's on the clock, as you can hear. He's done a lot of running tonight, hard running. He's entitled to be pretty tired, despite the fact he hasn't amassed big stats, and he kicks from 60. And this kick is pretty good. He puts it through. What a powerful leg.
He's leading to. Now Brown doubles back.
He dummied the lead.
As soon as Talia turned his head around, he was done cold.
Well, they're going to try and strike him again the other way, and Taylor Walker gets on the end. There's a fair bit of finger pointing going on. And he has a chat to Daniel Merritt. He just got a nice little one in there and said, if you're going to take a mark, you can earn it. Bit of old-fashioned stuff. Can Taylor Walker finish better than Jonathan Brown did at the other end?
Callan and the other inclusion for Adelaide, as well as young Crouch.
Petrenko getting involved in a bit of push and shove behind the man on the mark. Needs to stay out of that. When your teammate's got the ball having a shot for goal,
can only end in disaster.
I don't care if they're kicking in the head. Stay out of it.
Taylor Walker kicked 3 goals, 1 last week, to get on the board and to get the Adelaide Crows in front. Not an issue for Taylor Walker.
A very simple kick in action, but he is one of the most solid kicks for goal in the competition. Now, see here, just ball got a bad bounce for Golby, but here's the pass, and this is what you need to do if you're going to play on Daniel Merritt, because he's got really good closing speed, jumps and spool as well, and that's a 30-metre, 25-metre pass to the leading player. Really hard to stop, and especially if you're the sort of kick that Taylor Walker is, that's usually going to end up in a goal. Gets good over the line.
Now McKay from the deepest, darkest defensive area Went searching out wide for Richard Douglas, who withstood the pressure, and he's galloping away again despite the efforts of McGrath.
You know what this means?
Yeah, well, let's see what
No
happens.
score involved.
There might be. Petrenko, little flick of the wrist and spears the ball into Walker on the half volley. Had them all fooled.
Oh, it is.
It's going. It's going. And it's through.
7 from 7.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's an outstanding goal from Taylor Walker. That is an absolute cracker, but we were just keeping an eye on Richard Douglas. We mentioned 6 touches, 6 score involvements. He gets his 7th at half back, and it's part of a chain that leads into this individual piece of brilliance from Taylor Walker on the non-preferred foot. He just turned Daniel Merritt inside out. He thought he was going to give the hand pass outside, turns onto the left, and that's great goal sense. Brilliant stuff.
Big Taylor Walker looks dangerous. It's not normally his go at ground level. He kicked 47 of his 63 goals last year from set shots.
A host of players getting involved. There's a fast start, the crowd are involved.
They put Jenkins into the ruck, and Jenkins has some success here. Straight down the middle. Walker couldn't get a run at that. Heath missed it with his fist. Henderson. Jacobs sent forward. Centering ball. Walker's in the spot. Waltzes in, and Walker's on the board. Lynch is a key battle for mine. The match win or losing battle, this one. Jackson Trengove up against Walker, and this was just too easy. It's a nice centre here from Jacobs, and then he did all the work, just pushed him out of the way. The work over summer in the weight room, all coming to the fore there.
And you look at Trengove there, facing away from the football. If he had turned his body and put his back to Walker, would have been able to push forward at the ball and either take it through for a point or get it out of play.
Crowd trying to find voice, but the temperature's rising in this one. Adelaide now have their biggest lead of the game. 20 points. And the clearance. Douglas back to Crouch. He'll send them forward. Sidestep, clever. Walker can't get the run at it. Had to go with the fist. Knocks it down. Johncock through some traffic. Petrenko should get there. Does get there. Loops it over the top, and they're playing with them now. Walker from the goal line.
Well, he had to kick it out of mid-air in the end, didn't he? Because
I'm not sure it was a great handball.
No, it wasn't. But Petrenko, and I'm sure at half-time, Brenton Sanderson would have put it on Johncock and Petrenko. Both started well in the second half, in this third quarter. And that's what he needed. He was a bit sloppy in the first half, dropping marks, missing kicks, having poor disposal. But that's better.
In the finish, you saw Jonas took the right spot. He dropped the mark. His man kicks a goal. And then laid it off. Ken Hinkley, and you saw the slither of Gary Hocking with him as Dangerfield takes off. Trademark style. Kick not so good, but the chaos ball's been working a bit. Walker caught by Jonas. Almost holding the ball, then a trip. Almost holding the ball, and Walker comes away with it for a trip.
It's more a tangle of legs on that occasion. I don't think it was a deliberate trip. It was just with the tackle.
Yep, it's the power of Walker.
Caught up.
I really enjoyed the way that Jonas closed down him. They've got a player there, and he's been right inside the personal space of Tex Walker, but unfortunately the power of this man has just broken his grip, and the tackle ended up down around the ankles. It was better than 50% his probability from this spot. This is for number 3. Keeps it low, drives it home. Big time goal from Tex.
Well, he's up and about in this third quarter, Tex Walker. He's looked likely the whole game. Only scored the 1 goal in the first half. But it was more the presence that he had. No, pure trip. I thought from up here that it was a tangle of legs. But looking at the replay, Jonas is just trying to hold on for dear life there. It's just the strength of Walker in the contest.
Ollie Watts came in nice and fierce as well. What a kick.
That's the difference. The difference at the moment, conversion.
That's where the